As they get ready for the convention, the DNC Platform Planning Committee is getting together to plan exactly what the party stands for. And they're mostly Hillary appointees on there, and also the DNC has some appointees on there, and Bernie Sanders has appointees on there, one of which is Dr. Cornel West. They're trying to come to agreement on party platform. You would think because Senator Sanders had such a large amount of support that he would have some input into the platform, but it's turning out he doesn't really have all that much input. In fact, it's questionable whether or not even Hillary has any input, because the Platform Planning Committee is refusing to include part about not supporting the TPP trade agreement, which she has come out against. They refuse to even include that. So the question is, who are they making this platform for, on whose behalf, if not the candidates' own behalf? And another, among other things they will not include in the platform, things that were important to Senator Sanders, the against fracking, a carbon tax, single payer health plan. None of that's going to happen. Nothing's really going to come together that he was hoping to put into it. But the question about them not wanting to include something in the platform about being against the TPP has confused a lot of people, including Senator Sanders, who said, "It is hard for me to understand why Secretary Clinton's delegates won't stand behind Secretary Clinton's positions in the party's platform."
So what are they putting on the platform?
They're not including the language about being against the TPP.
Right, so it's business as usual, irrespective of the rhetoric that they've given. And just to break down and remind viewers of the numbers, it's Hillary Clinton gets 6. It's a committee of 15 people. Hillary Clinton gets 6, the DNC gets 4, and Bernie gets 5. But it's to Mark's point, it's all for nothing if nothing gets passed and nothing is agreed. And the whole point of including those 5 was as a concession, because he'd had such a huge response, because he'd had such passionate support. It was seen as a concession to try to bring Bernie Sanders into the fold, to try to bring his supporters into the fold, to show that the DNC was moving towards some of his key concerns and key issues, so that they could effectively get his supporters for the general election and also for other elections, statewide elections as well. But it's all for nothing if it's just for show, if they actually just have those 5 people on and their concerns and issues are not heeded.
The main point of confusion is the TPP, which Hillary has already come out against, and they refuse to include that in the platform. There has been some concessions to Sanders, which is the panel did vote unanimously to back a proposal to abolish the death penalty, adopted language calling for breaking up for too big to fail banks, and enacting a modern-day Glass-Steagall. So this is all progress in the right area. But Dr. Cornel West, who's on the committee representing Bernie Sanders, is not ready to recommend moving this forward to be voted upon. He's not happy at all with the things that are being ignored here, one being the Palestinian issue and the occupation issue. Dr. Cornel West says this: if we can't say a word about TPP, if we can't talk about Medicare for all explicitly, if the greatest prophetic voice dealing with pending ecologically catastrophe can hardly win a vote, and if we can't even acknowledge occupation, it seems there is no way in good conscience I can say, take it to the next stage. I wasn't raised like that. I have to abstain. I have no other moral option. It would be a violation of my own limited sense of moral integrity and spiritual conscience. That's how I roll.
Fair enough. I mean, it strikes me that we're going to come to an impasse if we're not careful. What occurred with, or has it going on with the Republican Party, where you have splintered groups within it. And if the DNC cannot get with the program and cannot seek to build bridges, then it could be highly destructive.
Well, this is typical leading into any convention. They're bargaining back and forth about various issues. We're just going to bring into light the process that is underway right now. They're hammering out the platform, and certain planks are not going to be in that platform, and one of which is going to be not supporting TPP. Very important.
And critical issues to Bernie Sanders and to Hillary Clinton, and critical issues to both of their supporters.
Yeah. So we're just keeping you up to date on the platform as it's emerging. When they get to the convention, we'll see how it has all played out.